Hey guys, thanks for checking out our channel at Documental. We got a fundraiser template spreadsheet that we created, and basically we got a group of people, and we want to track their. This was done for a raffle. We wanted to track their tickets that they sold, how much funds that they raised, and then we wanted to make sure that they were doing their fair share in regards to the fundraising, and see how all that went. So we have our players here, the tickets sold here, and those are linked to a spreadsheet or to another sheet in this spreadsheet, as well as the funds raised. So let's take a look at the individual players first, and then we'll jump back to the sheet. Starting with just the generic setup, we have the date that we received the funds or received the tickets as a whole. They were turning them in individually, periodically, throughout the fundraiser. So you can put in today's date in there, and I did that simply by control colon, in case you didn't know, for today's date. Enter a ticket number. Let's say they brought in 20 tickets or 10 tickets, and the tickets are $10 a piece, so they gave me $100. And I wanted to track the method in which they delivered the cash or the funds to me. So you can put cash or check or Venmo, PayPal, however you want to do that. So these two cells are the only cells that are linked to the previous spreadsheet. We have the totals across the top. So every time you enter a ticket cell or a ticket delivery in here, you'll have the totals increase. So we're now at 30 tickets and $300 delivered. Jump back to the first sheet, and we see for Alex Bergman, he gave us 30 tickets and $300. So every one of these cells or every one of these sheets within this spreadsheet are set up the same exact way. Same totals formula, same everything. So that way, whenever we come back to this first sheet, it knows directly where to go. So for each player that you have, in order to link their ticket sales and their total funds raised to their sheet, all you do is click on the cell, press enter, and that creates the formula function. Then you jump to their individual sheet and then click on the totals and then press enter, the totals tickets. So now if you see, this is enter, which created the function, and then we're going to Alex B's sheet, okay, and then we're looking at cell B1. So if we go to Alex sheet, cell B1, we have the 30, which is the same there. For the funds raised, it's the same exact thing. You press enter, go to Alex B's sheet, and then the funds totals, and then press enter. And then you can see Alex B and the C1 cell. So we'll look real quick, Alex C, B1 or C1 cell. And it's the same with each one of these guys. So Jose Altuve's, we just typed his name in there. We had pressed enter, and then we went to Jose Altuve's sheet, and then cell B1, Jose Altuve's sheet, cell B1. I didn't mention this before. So these cells, in case you don't know, the sum function is in both of these. So in order to do that, we'll delete this out. So we we go to the cell where we want the totals, enter, and then use the auto sum function up here. And then it's asking me what's the range. So I just did about 100. You can do 5, 10, whatever you want to do. Okay, and so that gives me both of those. I'm doing them the same way. Okay, for the pie chart, pretty easy. So we're going to delete this out of here. And to insert that in, you go to insert, and over here in charts, I wanted a 2D pie chart. and it's asking me for the information. So I go right click on it, go to select data. You can also see it right here. Select data. It's asking me for the chart data range. So I select everything from my headers all the way to my last player and all the way through the funds raised. And on the categories, you'll see all the players or the people involved names. And then over here is on the series, it's what it's sorting by. So I'm going to uncheck the tickets sold and leave only the funds raised because I didn't really care about how many tickets they sold. I just wanted to see how much money they brought in. There was some discrepancy between the two because some people were donating money and not wanting to participate in the raffle, so they did not collect any tickets for that money. So there was discrepancy between the two values. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. And click on the pie chart. And I'll right click and hit add data labels. So you can see it put in the money value there, but I want to see percentage. So I right click again on the pie, go to format data labels, and these boxes will pop up. So I'm going to hit, instead of value, I want to see percentage. You can see it popped up $0, 0%. I'm going to deselect the value, which is the dollars. And I also want to see the people's names. I don't want to have to look down here at the legend. So I will click category name. And you can see pop their names in there with their percentage of how much they collected. Clean this up a little bit. We're going to leave the label position on best fit. We're going to come over here to fill. And I want to see a solid fill. And I want to leave it on white. You can make it whatever color you want. You can drag these out a little bit. Whatever. And that's basically it. If you want this chart, I can email you a link where you can download it for free off of one of the websites that we store our files on. Email us at documental@gmail.com. I'll put that in the comments. Make sure that was right. Thanks.